Hello and welcome to Alphaz Takes on Ranked. So, many people ask me, how do you prefer to play Ranked? First of all, I prefer Super Conk and Super Conk only, because I feel that's the easiest tank to rank up in. The setup is pretty tryhard, to be honest. Don't really like to not be able to pen. Could bring some more AG, I guess, but that's not really my tactic. The tactic here on Live Oaks for me is, in general, to go over here in this area where I can use the gun depression and of course the turret. This can be pretty annoying on a super gun. Also maybe to get some spotting, some assist. In general, the way I play ranked is follow where most people go, get some track shots in, get some spotting done, go for some kills, some damage, be fairly aggressive. Also try and stay alive as long as possible, since all it really comes down to is XP, XP and XP. So that's pretty much the tactics. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go that well. I'm currently at rank 14 on my own account, and this one I don't really remember, to be honest. So I decided to cross over because most of the other ones that I want to get some action going. Also the Super Conk is really good for this because it just keeps on shooting. Can just throw a lot of damage out. I'll make a lot of decisions that are not really too smart in this mode, that I would never do in randoms. But again, it's all about XP, so if you stand in the back and you don't make any damage, no assist, no nothing, no kills, you won't rank up. I've had the great luck to receive some replays from other people on how they drive these, and I'll do some sequels to this one where I'm just gonna comment on and not talk so much about what I do. One of the ones that has sent me replays is Gaming Lion, who went to rank 15 in 63 games, which is no short of amazing for me. I would love to be able to do that, but that's not my level. As you see, even though I'm trying to make damage, I also try to make sure that I actually track these guys in case somebody else would like to shoot them. So I racked up to 861 assists, which is not a lot yet, but let's see when the game is over. Yet another track shot. Getting close to 2k damage, got a kill, and another track shot. Nobody seems to really want to shoot him while I track him. Nope. That was, had to kill him myself. But again, that's XP as well, so it's good. Unfortunately, I also do a lot of sloppy shots in this mode, because I'm really just trying to push pretty hard. If you really want to get all that assist going, you can't be at the back, you gotta be at the front. But of course it needs to be pretty smart being at the front. Don't get totally wrecked, tracked and wrecked. That's pretty bad. There's really no way of sugarcoating it. These guys are just screwed here. So the interesting thing is, of course, always when you peek up here, will there be a lot of crap there, but since most is actually spotted in the city, it's only the 907 that well, he's gone, so in short there can probably only be the Artie there. Everything else is spotted that has been spotted, so this is where you really wanted the Super Conquer to be a little bit faster to get into the action. But pros and cons, you know. It would really be a great tank with 80 kilometers an hour and an autoloader, but yeah, well, it wouldn't really be that fair. That was not a suggestion, Wargaming, for a new tank, no. So, let's see what we can find here. Kind of ignored the Artie, but he got spotted there, which is of course sweet for me. Get a shot in and I get a kill in. Second kill of the day. I managed to get to 3,700 damage. I don't really see the damage being that important in rank. Also managed to get a shot into him here. What I didn't manage was to actually switch to AP when it was needed, which I often, like in very often, actually forgets. Because I get a little bit caught up in the moment. So 4,100 damage, 1,160 assist. In general, you will rank up with like 1 or 2 kills, 2k damage, 2k spotting. You'll be pretty safe to rank up, at least if your team wins, of course. A little bit higher will probably give you 2 chevrons, which is always needed. I think this time around ranked is a little bit different than last time. The higher you get in rank actually becomes not easier, it becomes more doable. I don't know what that was that shot. Also, I just try and wait for him here. I figure I could probably track him if he peeks out or something. But he managed to side scrape out. So I did actually manage to track him anyway. And he gets wrecked, which is good. So let's see what's here. I should probably go more gentle here, but I'm figuring I can get a shot into JP. But instead I actually bounce a shot from the 268V4, and for some very very odd reason the JP is shooting HE. And I track him, and I shoot a second too late. But I did manage to track him. And I kinda just ignores the 268 to go forward for the most damage, and manage to get one more shot in. And find all the big guns in the game, which is good. I would not have done this in a random, but well, caught in the moment. High pulse. You know how it goes. So let's have a look at that result. Of course it was a victory. And medals and stuff we're just gonna ignore. And I racked up 4,931 damage, 2 kills, and that will actually come to 1136 XP, which is actually all we want. Also I had an assist at 1470. So let's have a look at the next game, which is on Airfield, and of course in Super Conquer again. So in a random I would rarely go to this position in a Super Conquer, but I feel like I have some good support here. AX 121, 50B. Also it's a good hold on machine as already said, so also hoping to be able to shoot a cross or whatever happens. Actually the 121 decides to push all the way through, which changes the plan a little bit for me. Gonna try and go up and see if I can do some damage to that 121 he just spotted there, because I'm figuring since he moved to that corner all their attention is gonna be on him, so maybe a good time to get some free shots in, track shots, whatever. Seems that 5 tanks are spotted over here, so this may be a little bit more than I would have expected. So I'm trying to get the Centurion AX attention here to come with me to help the 121 a little bit, because it seems like they're really flooding him, swamping him or whatever. My initial idea was to try and help him out, but since he's dead now, I just try to pull back down underneath the ridge here, and I'm spotted now. Pretty sure I'm gonna get some attention. And Artie just comes over, and we kinda split that one, so 126 assist. My team is really good in D-line. There's a lot of people over there, so that won't be a problem. What I'm really waiting for is to see where the Type 5 Heavy gets spotted, and he gets spotted right there on the other side. So we're missing a JP and the 2 Arties. So what I'm afraid of is if I peek, the JP is gonna stand up there in the base somewhere. Really don't like to be hit by JPs too much. So for now I'm just gonna try and be a little bit calm, because we only 3 people left there. Of course there are 2 Arties behind us, but they're not really of great help in these situations. That jet seems to peek all the time to spotters, so also moving around not to get Artied. Trying to stand behind the pillars here, which will make it a little bit harder for Artie to hit. And I want to see if I can sneak up and get a good shot in that bat jet. Meanwhile the 907 actually pushes a little bit underneath, so I'm trying to prepare to see if he's gonna push all the way through. Seems to have steadied up. Some of my teammates now is pushing down towards the middle, which I think is a great move for us at least. And the 430U seemed to ignore me, and I managed to put one in his cupola, which of course is gonna make him happy. And the Artie hits me for 551, not too bad, could have been a lot worse in the Supercon. The 907 from the enemy team really would like to peek under us, but the Centurion AX is doing a really good job so far holding him. It's asking for help now. I'm trying to keep an eye out for it, because I'm also afraid they're gonna pop over, since they're also looking up here. Trying to get some more attention our way. It's not a favorite position this by any means. I would have wished for 2 or 3 more tanks in the middle up high so we could put a little bit of pressure on them and shoot the other ones in the side. But for now I'm really just trying to keep it cool. I only managed to do 428 damage and 126 assists, so for now definitely no Chevron. But I think in this case pushing is just, well, it's just gonna be retarded, it's just gonna kill me. Managed to get a shot into the Batchat and decides to pull away so he doesn't track me and clip me, and also we know that Artie can hit me up there, so I prefer not to be caught by surprise there. The JP has now been spotted and he's not up here, which is kinda good news. The Centurion AX went to the other side, which I'm not really happy with because that means I could just be shot in the ass at any time. So trying to get him to come back, at least so we can spot them or something. It's really not an ideal situation. Nothing to do than just try and be patient, of course. Here comes the Batchat on a YOLO run. Also aiming while I try and wiggle as much as possible. Get one more shot into him. Centurion comes up now to help. And he actually managed to shoot me in the ass, which is not exactly the help I was hoping for, but I guess it's better than nothing. And Batchat is out. It's 5 to 5 and we're a little bit ahead on the HP. There's still 9,000 left to do. So I just try to go and start farming something at least, because no kills, 1600 and 126 assists. That's not gonna help me. And here comes Prosciutto and presents the whole site while flying in the air. That's really kind of him. Gave a little bit on the assist side and I got one more shot off, so really trying to get the Centurion to come help me here. Maybe not shoot me this time, of course. And meanwhile I actually managed to bounce the armor of the 907, which is not too good. Get one shot in him. Also aim and see if I can get one more. And he's out. And I actually managed to get that kill, which is very good for Chevron hunt. This is a very different game than the first one I played, but if I pushed here I would have just been out and dead straight away. That would have definitely given me no Chevrons. I'm still trying to be aggressive as possible here, but without being killed too fast at least. So down to 700 HP left and up to 2,700 damage and a kill. With 300 assist I'm pretty sure to get a Chevron at least. So I decide to go and see if I can find one of the two Arties, because there's no chance I'm ever gonna make it over to the Type 5 Heavy. Way too far away. The chances are the 261 is probably at the other side because he never shot at me, so it's probably only the T92 telling the AX he was out there. And the 268 will kill that one. Type 5 Heavy is gone. So it really comes down to the 261. Just gonna try and get a few cap points here. Haven't really been able to confirm if the cap points help you or not if you don't cap out. So I'm not really sure on that thing, but maybe one of you guys know and can write it in comment. So let's see what the 261 is. It's 14 to 8, so I think we're pretty sure that we won here. I'm just gonna do some sloppy shots here for no reason. There's absolutely no chance of hitting me over there, but hey, that's how it goes. So let's have a look at the result. As before, there's no reason to look at the medals, of course, so let's look at the damage. Managed to rack up 2,720 damage and a kill, which comes to 840 XP, but it's enough. So looking at how the battle looked halfway, I'm more than happy with this result, let's put it that way. So I hope you could use the advice for something. That's at least my best advice. So have a nice day, guys, and see you soon.
English one, the Russian one, but man pulled up in the German one. 244s in a 4-door truck, there's one on the right, on the left there's one. We don't wait for the